Welcome, everyone. My name is Mirthless Mirror, and today we're back with 7 Days to Die, and I'm so glad that you could make it. So I noticed a bit of a problem with the base that we're building here. Is I did plan, and I do plan on refilling some of this area with soil, which of course is why I have a foundation here, and this door is a little bit too high. But it occurred to me that I did not do that here in the kitchen. I did not build a foundation, which means the entire thing needs to be raised one square. And the big problem with that is I've already upgraded a great deal of it to cement. So that's going to be a problem. And then this area here is too high. We come up right here when I need to be putting dirt in the very area that I have this roof. So that's a problem too. So those are two main problems with the base at this point, and those are the things that you can look forward to seeing fixed today. Um, and I'm probably going to put in some ground as well so that this doesn't happen again. So that in the future, I can, have the ground there. I won't have to like imagine that the ground is there. It's already there. And then we'll make our foundations naturally. So this isn't going to be as difficult a project as one might think. Um, this ceiling should come down fairly easily, and this, the only things that I really need to remove are the windows. And I don't have to remove the entire window. I just need to remove the top and the bottom, because everything else should stay pretty much the same. Ooh, that's unfortunate that that's steel, but that's okay. We should be able to take that out as well. Let's start with the garden. And I'm going to begin by removing the top of this ceiling. Now I've already begun when I discovered that I had this problem or how I should fix it. To test for myself, I kind of put the ceiling down one block and said, hey, am I comfortable with that? Is it okay if the ceiling is that low? And yes, I think I do like the ceiling higher. It's more grand, it's more majestic, it's more, visually exciting. But it's really going to be our best option is lowering the roof. Because otherwise I'd have to raise the entire garden, and I'm not doing that. This garden is finished. I mean, okay, it's not finished in the sense that I have like electricity. I got to put electricity in there. I'll probably do some more painting. So it's not truly finished, but the majority of the build is finished. I don't want to have to do a lot of major work on the garden from this time forward because, it was challenging. And I'm glad that it's over. I am glad that I did not upgrade this area to cement yet. Sometimes it is a good idea to walk away after you feel like you're finished. You know, like right before you upgrade, but you placed all the blocks. Sometimes it's a good idea to just walk away. Come back a couple hours later, a day or two later, and look at it again right before you upgrade. That can make a big difference. Or at least I found that to make a big difference in my own building. Whoa! I gotta get back up there. I am so close to leveling up. I think if I kill one more zombie, maybe, that would level me up. Upgrade a few blocks, I would level up. How many points do I have? 3? That's not bad. I can actually invest some of these somewhere. I don't really know what I want, though. The fortitude perks are kind of on my mind. Because I'm solidly in mid-game at this point. And so getting a lot of the fortitude perks to make sure that I stay alive amongst all the zombies that are now becoming much more dangerous, much more common, and, well, staying alive is a good idea. But of course, there's a bunch of intelligent perks that are very useful, especially because I'm going to be transitioning into electricity soon. Um, it would be nice to be using some of my intelligence perks. Of course, any of the trading perks are useful too, so that I can start preparing to buy solar panels, because I don't really have a lot of dukes this time around, at least not yet. And so it'd be nice to start increasing my income, and that can be done in the intelligence tree. So there's a lot of options for me, and I'm not really sure where I'm going to land. This one has to be like that. Cool. That's no, I think that's not gonna block. Yeah. Okay. And then I'll connect over here. Okay, and so if I'm gonna put dirt here, I could probably do something like this. Maybe. Because actually these will fit like that, and I'm not so sure I want to do that. I could theoretically make these blocks. But I feel like that's kind of unnecessary. Okay. I think I am going to open these, maybe. So these squares represent the spots that have to look up into the sky, because that's, how we collect the water. But for the sake of aesthetics, I might do all of that and put bars in there. And so then when we walk over it, we'll just kind of look down into that area, and it will kind of make sense. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of neat. Yeah, I thought I must have done that. Okay. So if I fill it with bars, oh, I guess I'll have to remove that. But if I fill it with bars, the zombies won't be able to get down. I should look at that from above. Oh. From up here. I may remove this ramp entirely, because if I'm going to put ground up here, I'll probably connect the dirt to the mountain. And I think that'll look pretty natural. And if I'm going to do that, I'm probably also going to want an exit, like a balcony, right here. Whoa! Don't fall! Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I guess I could do a balcony that goes around. I suppose the mountain, I guess it kind of depends on what I'm going to do with the mountain. So this is what I'm going to stick with. It's just kind of a reminder for myself, like, hey buddy, you're looking to put a balcony here. And I'll thank myself for that later. Probably a little bigger than that. Let's start with that. And if I want it to be bigger, I can take the time to make it bigger. There. And then we'll close this up against the mountain, so we won't see under that, I think. But that's going to be a challenge, and we're going to need a lot of dirt for that. Let's place our bars. That'll give this room a little bit more natural light as well. We'll be adding fluorescent lights in later. Okay. Yeah, I like that a lot. I'd also like a window here. Yeah. I could function with that. It looks like I didn't finish this. Let's make sure it matches the other side. I guess I do want stairs. That's a space of 3, I see. And it lines up here. And those blocks need to change, but first I want to see how that looks with the window that I'm trying to add. You know, I don't hate that, but I could even move the window over a little. Yeah, I like that. Yes, we'll leave it like that for now. And we'll change this block. Oh, I want to do that? I don't think so. But I guess that would match it to the other side. Oh, I like the bars in here, so you can see the sky. I think that's really nice. Yeah, now I'm blocking the window. I don't need it to match. You know, that might look even better as a wedge. Let's find out. Nope. Nope. All right, we'll keep it a ramp. So basically, it's the window or this perfect match. Or we bring the window in. Probably two. It's not bad. It's not terrible. I liked it wider better. Well, what if can I get away with something like this? No, I guess not. Yeah, so that's what it looks like on the other side. Because I can change the shape of the window. And maybe I can kind of get the window and the drop of the ceiling there as well. Because I kind of like the way it drops here and then raises there. It might be nice to get a mirror image here. Ideally, I really want one more space here, but since I didn't do that over here, I'm not going to do that over here. And a window could go like that. I don't think I like the way those sit at that corner. It's a little too busy, but it is the right shape for a window. I mean, that looks gorgeous. Well, yeah, I feel like I need a little space there. Well, the window's not my main point, so we'll just leave that there and start landing, or putting land down, I should say. We can see how this fits. And that needs to get raised. How much? I really don't want to put away my shotgun, actually. So we'll just do that. Let's see how much dirt we've made. All of it. That's cool. I don't think there's any real difference between dirt and topsoil. So I guess it's pretty much the same. So I'm going to keep using dirt, or topsoil instead of dirt. Clay, thank you. And let's make, well, maybe I need even more dirt than that. That airdrop icon is kind of annoying me because it's so close. Let's go get it real quick. I think it's technically in the destroyed wasteland, but I'm not going to bring any kind of protection because I think it's only barely in there. Man, I need to upgrade this ramp so zombies don't keep breaking it, and my own bicycle, that's for sure. Motorcycle, you guys know what I mean. Cool. Wow, 100 forged steel, that's nice. Hey, there's the level up I was looking for. Just one zombie kill. Just like I said. 4 points. What am I going to do with 4 points? I could just invest it in a primary attribute. It's not very exciting, but it does set me up for a good position later when I'm like, hey, I actually do want, high level, say, doctor, or advanced engineering. Those are probably the ones I would invest in if I were to do that. Yeah, because my intellect is only level 4. Could at least get to 6, but I believe that the doctor I'm looking for requires, yeah, this one. Surgeon requires level 8. Yeah, cardio would be really nice. Pickaxes and shovels do more damage to zombies. I wonder if that would be really funny. If it would be useful at all. Oh, hey, this is cool. I don't think I've even noticed this. Because I do that a lot. Hmm, interesting. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just not sure yet. I did not even look here. I probably should. Yeah, I do like the infiltrator. Because, you know, landmines are one of those things that kills me. That's cool. I guess I'm not going to get another pain tolerance right now because it's just too expensive. Yeah, I think I'm going to continue on in the fortitude area. We're going to go cardio and siphoning strikes because that'll be nice. So why don't we do, yeah, like this. I'm not making any cement, huh? I should be. So let's do it. Okay, let's place some dirt in the obvious places. Whoops. And I may have to lift this up too. Well, I guess probably at least to here. I'm going to leave some of this space clear because I want it to be a road. Okay, I'm going to leave that space open because I'm going to need it. I just want to, you know, because I'm going to be deleting stuff from it in a moment, so I don't want to clog up my space. And maybe I'll fill this spot in too with dirt, and so then it will just kind of push up. I wonder what that would look like. Yeah, I like that better. Well, I'm not sure. I think I like it better, but I'll leave it there for now, and we'll figure out which one I like better ultimately. Let's remove some of these blocks. This one's going to be tough because it's a double layer here. We're going to have to raise the whole floor of the kitchen. Or maybe I'll just move the stairs back. Yeah, because the entire floor is going to need to be raised, and all of these are going to need to move up a square as well. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge. But fortunately, it's a small mistake, and it should be solved fairly easily, fairly quickly. It won't put a huge wrench in our build plan. Okay, so I need to take out these blocks here. Oh, man. Hey, come on up here, guy. Thanks a lot. Oh, is this a whole wandering horde? It probably is. I'm generating a lot of heat with my forges. Thanks for coming, guys. Well... Nice. Tier 2 batteries. It's good to see. Yeah, so my stairs are actually gonna maybe need to go like this. Yeah. So they've got to move a little bit. Which may change this too. And give this room a change as well. Yeah, I want to upgrade these blocks underneath. Which means we need concrete mix. I love this stuff, guys. Okay, cool. Well, if I'm going to raise the floor up, does that mean I'm going to raise the balcony up too? Maybe I don't want to upgrade those blocks. Jeez. Such a challenge. If the floor is going to be here, let's take out the windows. That's really going to change the perspective of everything. I'll probably raise the ceiling too, because I liked the shape of the room. I liked the feel of the room. So if I'm going to be raising the floor, I need to raise the roof too. That one's broken. I don't think I want a broken one. Why does one of those appear not to have glass in it? I guess it does. All right, this needs to be removed. Yeah, it looks like the left window looks like it's missing its pane, but I have a feeling that that's just an unintended bug, because it seems to be that way on all the windows. Hey now, where are you, lady? I don't want any trouble. Sorry you fell. Should put a sign out here. Watch your step. I want to get sued. Oops, I missed. Hey, that's better. Whoa, guys. Don't team up on me like that. Great. Oh, we got more. Just don't sneak up on me while I'm doing this, okay? Alright, I'll come look for you. So I'll have to remove the ceiling in this room. Should do that too. Yep. This game is really fun, guys. I've enjoyed it a lot of hours. And the base building is one of the best out there. Not that I've tried every game that allows base building, but I've tried many. And this one is pretty much the best one that I've found. I like that I can pretty much destroy anything and place anything. I would like some more blocks, you know? I'd like to be able to connect things a little bit easier, not have to use squares so much. I know I have some round blocks these days, but not exactly what I'm looking for. They're good in some places, but I mean more. More. And maybe someday. But I have really enjoyed the base building as is. In Alpha 19 or 20, I can't remember. I think it was 19, but it could have been 20 or 21. That's when they added a huge amount of blocks in the game, way more variety, and that was really exciting. Okay, so this one needs to be removed too. We'll take out these doors too. Yeah, nice and smooth, I think. I think I'm lucky enough that I hadn't placed the bars on the windows on the west. So I won't have to remove those, which is great. Out of stamina. Bummer. Hey, you know what? Let's collect our water. I'm sure it's full. I haven't checked in a long time. And now that they're placed where they're supposed to be, I could probably put the filters back in too. And that way I can really start collecting some water. Wonder if I can get away with that. Nah. Well, we'll just have to see. Drop off this water. Hey, you know what's going to be faster? Is that. For the breaking the glass at the very least. There. I'm just not convinced that the auger is faster. I mean, it depends on the work. Sometimes the auger is faster. Like I just demonstrated with the glass, the auger was significantly faster at breaking all of this glass than the pickaxe would have been. But I mean, for taking out concrete blocks, they feel about the same speed to me, and the auger's loud. In fact, the pickaxe feels faster to me, even if only barely. And I don't use gas. I suppose that's a benefit too. But I'm really not that worried about it. Now that I've found the desert, I'll be able to collect really as much oil shale as I want. My troubles for gasoline is over. I just have to maintain. Oh, I wonder if the other side will just fall off. Wouldn't that be great? No, I guess they're supported by the bars, so that's not going to happen. Maybe these bars will collapse. That'd be great. But they might be supported by the windows behind them. Yeah, they are. Which means we're gonna have to just, well, I guess we really only need to destroy these on the bottom. So I really don't need to collapse the whole thing, even if it would have been convenient. Okay, I think that's right. Okay, so it looks like it's a height of 3, which means that needs to come up one more. Yep. And I'm okay with these, but this has to change to that. This one as well, I think. All right, and this entire balcony needs to change. Do I have any support underneath it? Yeah, but just a pillar, which is nice. I guess I still don't really know how I'm going to support this balcony, but that single pillar works out for me. Let's try to avoid a collapse the best we can, because I don't want to have to clean it all up. That's the real problem. I'd love to just let it fall. I don't care about the wood. But I do care about having to walk down there and remove all the blocks. This door needs to be removed. Is it too tough? It's pretty tough. You guys see what I mean, that it's really not that big of a deal. Moving this entire thing up by one block. It's just really the doors and the windows that are the problem. Everything else is pretty much set. The chimney wasn't even upgraded yet. So, I mean, that would have been the real problem, as if my chimney had already been upgraded. But it wasn't. So, nothing to worry about. It's so funny how little experience one gets for destroying one of their blocks. Check it out. I'm getting 1 experience. I don't know if you can see it behind my head. 1 experience per strike. So really not worth it to destroy things of your own creation at the very least. Mining gives you a lot of experience. So mining is a great way to level up. It's nice and safe too. But I guess building your own stuff and then destroying it, no, that is not a good way. But I'm sure that was intentional. That they were seeking to prevent players from kind of making a infinite loop of experience. So this gets filled in. Whoa, that was unexpected. Very interesting. So I guess this is going to remain because I'm going to put dirt over it. But this is going to raise by 1. No! Oh, good. I thought I was going to break my leg. Can't tell you how often I break my leg building in high places. I mean, that's why I get parkour and fast healing. Is that what it's called? That heals the critical healing factor. Because critical injuries heal 60% faster where I am right now, and that is such a big difference. It's more than half, guys. Oh, I see. So if my floor is here and I come out into a balcony, we're not going to have dirt here, but that's okay. Yeah, that makes sense to me. But I might have dirt under the balcony. All right, let's fix the stairs because they need to come up in the same spot because I like that this space is a space of 3. But they need to come up here because the rest of this is going to be filled in. So let's fill in first. I still don't know that I want to upgrade that yet. That's just hate leaving it there because that means it's gonna remain that way. So let's do this and risk having to remove it later. Okay. Because those I can reach from underneath if I need to. All right. In fact, let me just take out this. That's going to save me a bit of striking. Because the other side might just collapse. Is it? Oh, it is. Maybe I can take it out. Oh, no, I upgraded it. Yeah, I did. I upgraded it along the wall. That's okay. I really did feel confident that I was going to keep these stairs. There we go. Whoa, lady, you startled me. Don't do that. She came out of nowhere. Wow, that's the first non-irradiated screamer I've seen in a while. Interesting. Pretty sure she screamed. Yeah, come up here, buddy. Thanks, friend. It is so useful to have them run up a ladder like that so I can just hit them back. I feel like I need to figure out some kind of really great melee strategy for Blood Moon. I think I like the way this sits better. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do that. Continue to fill in that floor. Okay, so this room should effectively be the same. It'll just change the stair a little bit in this room. Minor changes, but I think it's going to ultimately be effectively the same. Yeah, that looks fine. And underneath, I'm suspecting it's going to look fine too. So I do like it that way. Before, I kind of had a base here. I like that too. And then I think I did wedge tip here. But I think this time, since I'm changing it, I'm going to do a ramp. That's what we'll do for now. I did like it a little bit better, the way it sat over this door, but that is such a small thing for such a huge change that I'm not going to cry about it. And let's try and lift this one up. I actually don't really remember how I had the inside, so I'll just have to design it anew. Yep, that looks about right. Yeah, it looks essentially the same. So we're definitely going to upgrade this. Oh, are you part of a wandering horde? Hey, are there more of you guys out here? Nah, I think I was just lucky. There we go, nice and easy. And then I kind of like my fire pits raised, so I didn't have to like look down on them. I could just like walk up. Okay. I guess I could theoretically, since I have the room, I could have them down, which would be like, I don't know, a little more realistic, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't really need to, right? Because it's a chimney, so it doesn't have to go down. I'm already blocking any wind and tunneling the smoke. That means I probably want these upgraded. Okay. Now that's kept it pretty much the same. Let's remove this. Oh, that's tough. I wonder if I can get away with this block. Oh no, it's the ladder I need to get rid of, right? That's what I need to get rid of. If I get rid of this ladder, it will collapse. Heck yeah. So guys, don't destroy your steel hatches. Just take out the ladder that's supporting it. Okay. We'll bring it up like that. And let's remove this area as well. Maybe, let's see, if I've got the dirt, it's going to come up here. I wonder if I could kind of match this like that. That's a possibility as well, I guess. It might look better. Kind of makes me think the dew might slide in it. Okay, I think I'm convinced. Let's try it. And then maybe I could do this on the other side. And then I fill that in with dirt. So I think this is cool. I wonder if maybe I need this, like that. But I have no idea what kind of block that would be. Yeah, I don't know if I want it to be like that. So maybe I'll just fill dirt in there. Let's see what the dirt looks like when it's pushed right up against it. The problem with placing dirt is I can't just pick it back up. I have to dig it out. So that's why I take a while before I start placing dirt. Yeah, I think that looks okay. I do wish it came up a little more, kind of like that half block there. But I don't think I want to put half blocks here. So I could do that. And that actually looks pretty good. And then the dirt would go here. Oh, right, I can't put it there. Yeah, I like it better this way. Much better. Okay. Oh, that's turning out. That is good. And now this is turning out too. Oh, perfect. Start putting in the ceiling. Is this where the ceiling goes? No, because I need it to be at least one higher here. Maybe that is where I want the ceiling? Let's kind of test it here. Okay, this makes sense to me. I have one space here for this one. Man, I need electricity in this place. Well, one thing at a time. I'm not sure. about the ceiling. If it's too low or if it's just right. So I'm going to start filling it in. So I can't let it hit the chimney too low, and that's my problem. It's like I think this seems a little low for the chimney. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 high. This will help me see if it's too low on the chimney and or how it looks with the ladder as well. Sorry, I was looking at the ladder, so I said ladder, but I meant window. How it looks with the window as well. I'd like it to be a little higher. So let's raise it by 1. No, right through the chimney. Cool. And then I'll put it up here. Wonder if that means I'm raising the roof by 2 blocks. Not really sure. Because I don't really remember where I began. You know, it's been too long. I don't know exactly how tall my ceiling was or my roof was when I removed it earlier. But I thought I only took away 1, and it looks like I'm adding 2. So I think I'm raising the ceiling a little bit. But I mean, a little bit more than I expected. But I'm not sure. There, and then I would fill it in like this. Let's see if that touches okay. Yeah, I think that's nice. And maybe I could make these windows taller. Like all of them. I could make all of them a little taller. I could knock out this. Hey, who's making noises over here? Hey, don't do that. Interesting. Yeah, I'm really beginning to like the look of that. I guess the wedge is the way to go. And then this has to come up, doesn't it? Just remove the ladder, break my hatch. So basically, I need to figure out what am I going to do with these hatches. Right? Because the hatches have to come up around the dirt. Or above the dirt, I mean to say. Yeah, we can start filling this in too. That's fantastic. I might need to make this wall a ramp because I've got it over here like that. And it might be nice to follow the building around. No. Oh, I made it. Wow. You know, the whole thing kind of has a ramp here. Maybe. I might not stick with that, simply because I do plan on putting a railing there, and it might not look right with the railing. And I don't have to do this on this side. I think it will look just fine being square on this side and sort of, I don't know, diagonal on this side. I think it'll be okay. And maybe I want to pull it out and make it triangular. Excuse me, I mean square. Who knows? Well, let's fill in this dirt and also fill in this roof. But before I do that, I'm going to take a 3-second break. Don't go anywhere because I'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience. I think I'm going to finish this roof, and that's where we are going to pick up. I've really enjoyed building this kitchen. It's been an interesting shape. I've never done windows like that before, you know, all 5 of those. I kind of like that it comes through in a straight line here. And the chimney, surprisingly, is kind of nice geometric with the straight lines. You know, I was kind of thinking I wanted it to look a little bit more round. Kind of making some arguments about that in my brain, but after looking at the kind of the harsh lines on the chimney for so long, I've always liked them. There's never been a point that I thought maybe I should change it. And with that being the case, I may just be happy with it exactly as it is. Now, I did have sort of a ramp here. Whoa! And I think I may want to keep that, but it may make for a more challenging roof. Because I probably, well, I think I am going to put a ramp here because I kind of liked how we were doing it before. And then we'll make a second floor. What will the second floor be? Probably a bedroom. Because this is probably going to be for my electrical equipment. I like to put it right behind the forges for some reason. As long as, well, this is actually right behind the forges. So it won't truly be right behind the forges, but it'll be near. It'll be near the forges. And then our electricity will follow through the base there. This is a medical bay. I'm not really sure what this is yet. I kind of thought maybe I would make that a bedroom, but it might be cool to have a bedroom right above, and that way we would have the chimney kind of coming through the room. My only issue with that is if I am going to put ramps here to kind of give this a slant, well, the room is going to be smaller too, my bedroom, which may be okay, but it would be nice if I had enough space for a bedroom and a bathroom. You know, who wants to walk a long distance in zombie infested lands when you gotta go pee in the middle of the night? Not me. So if I have enough room for a bathroom, that would be great. Uh, let's see what I can get away with. Okay. So something like that. I guess I'll have a little bit of problem with that, but I may end up removing that. So I like it. It looks good. Let's see if I'll have enough room to realistically build a bedroom there. I'm not going to worry about every space, which I don't know, maybe I should. It might save me a lot of work later, but um, I'm really just kind of mapping it out in my brain to kind of say, okay, this is about the space I'll need. And I may be incorrect because it's just an estimate. Um, I guess I need to give it a bit of support. If I'm going to do that. There. Well, if I do that, am I going to want sort of a, I can't believe I can't think of the word right now, but a gutter space. Yeah. I probably do. So let's redesign this so that I'll have that. Because I think I am starting to like it. In which case, I kind of want to design it as though I were going to keep it. So really, I need to go up one more because I can't have the window right there. I've got to have a bit of space. So I guess that means one more. Hey, who's down there? Ah. Well, just come up the ladder. I wish I could offer you some lemonade, but I am all out. Let's try that. Okay. Yeah, I do kind of like that. It looks pretty neat. And I kind of haven't been putting uh, shingles, roofs. I can't believe I can't think of the name for this. Um, but I haven't been putting them on the other buildings. So it might be nice to have a bit of variety. Cool. This is really starting to come together. I guess you need a group to come together. So with the grouped buildings, it'll naturally come together. I guess I could do it like that here. And the room could start here. And that's actually quite a bit of space. It's more space than I expected. No. I would put a wall here if I was going to do it that way. So maybe I'll remove this and put the wall here. And in fact, just for the sake of appearances, we could make this a wedge. And then it won't be as severe. Yep. The only problem with that, and I would like that, but then the rest of this wall would have to be half blocks, and I just don't feel like doing that. So let's see how it's going to look if I just do plain old cubes. I don't have any issue with that. Okay. And now that I'm looking at this again, I think that's exactly what it was like before. So I think I did successfully raise this floor in a good manner. And you know, it really was not that much work. No. But, you know, it would also make a lot of sense for me to just put the wall here. And then I could let this come up naturally. And at this point, it may be so high. No, I kind of liked it better the other way, believe it or not. I don't know. Well, we'll just have to see. I guess I'm doing it like this. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I like that a lot. I'm excited that this floor is coming together, so let's fill this in with dirt now. Oh, man. Hey. Did that count as screaming? Do you have any friends around here? Yes, you do. Right in here, please. Yeah, I actually think that looks better than it did before. Hey. It's another screamer. Hey, don't bring any friends, okay? This is not a party house. Okay, what if I changed this? I do like it there visually, but I think it might be just fine if I put it right here. And I might like it better because it's kind of popping up right in front of this door, and I don't really love that. This one kind of pops up right next to its window, which I don't love, but this needs to be there. I mean, just by the design of the base, it's got to be there. It's been there for so long, I'm not moving it. It's just going to have to be part of the, well, the charm of the base. I might bring it up to this, right? But it could also make sense to do this and put a railing there. So I'll just figure out what I'm going to do with that later. Yeah, I think I really liked the larger chimney here when we didn't have ground. But now that I'm turning ground into it, I think I kind of want it to push right up against. Will kind of extend my lawn a little. I guess some of that's going to be cobblestone, but that's fine. Whoa. That's a hole. I don't like falling into holes because I never really know how deep they are until I hit the bottom. Unless they're really, really deep and I can look down. And that's always bad. Unless there's a hay bale at the bottom, right, guys? Not everyone knows this, but if you put a hay bale down, it reduces your fall damage. So sometimes at the bottom of long ladders, I'll put hay bales. That way I can jump down the ladder if I want to, rather than having to walk all the way down and not take any damage when I touch the floor. But also at some point, I do get parkour maximum. This is what I'm talking about. Parkour master. And at that point, it's rare that I'll need them. Because you got to go really far to get to the point that I'm like, okay, well, even with parkour master, I've got to put a hay bale down. So typically I don't really worry about them, especially in areas like this where I'm only going down, I don't know, 10 blocks, 12 blocks, something like that. Really not a big deal. I can just jump off the ladder anytime I want. But perhaps in some other areas, mines or deep tunnels or tall towers, not necessarily everything's underground, right? I mean, it could be a tall tower. I may put some hay bales. Nice. That looks really good. Yeah, I'm going to want at least that. And I think I am going to move this hatch. Which means I'm going to have to expand this area. But that's okay. I can expand it as far as I want. I could even just make a diagonal space. So it would be easy. I could walk right across here if I ever need to. I hope it doesn't change this room too much. I could close this if I wanted to. But let's try the ladder. So we have the option of putting it directly in front of the stairs, and that would be the most strictly efficient. But that's not necessarily what I want to do. Maybe I want to do this one, because that way it'll be in the center of these stairs, so it still looks natural, but it's a little bit to the right and a little bit out of the way. Yeah, I like that a lot better, actually. Not even a little bit better, a lot better. Yep. And so then it's actually about the same, maybe even a little closer than this one was. And then I'd come up here, which means I'd need this space. Yeah, that's way better. That way I can put more dirt here, and it's a space of 3. Well, 4. Space of 4, but that's okay. 4 is good too. All right, guess we are kind of at the point that I can start upgrading this. My only issue is I want to build some of the mountain on the side here. That's going to help me know if this is all going to work. So let me put in these windows before I do. That way I can, when I come back, you know, it's already done. And then we'll try building a little bit of that mountain side. Yeah, that's looking good. Oh, that's the broken one. I don't want a broken one. I want, yeah, there we go. There we go. Why do I have these ramps here? Do I need them? No, I don't. Okay. I kind of like the way the ceiling kind of sloped up before. I thought it looked nice. So I might be able to recreate that, but I need to fill in these holes. There. Hey. There. Okay, I'll worry about a ramp. Well, just so I don't forget, let's make it like that. And we'll just leave that there, so I'll remember. I suppose I could bring up the dirt here. So the thing is, I don't expect to build past this point, because what am I going to need past the water garden? I can't think of anything. I need the garage over there, but this, I think I want to look down the mountain and look out over that house and look out over the city. I don't think I want to continue building the base that direction. So we definitely want to bring the mountain up. But this space, I probably don't want to bring up the mountain yet. So it's not going to look quite right yet. But that's because this space is eventually going to be our generator room, I believe. Let me see if that's accurate. Oh, this is, yep, this is the generator room. So that's going to be a large space out of the mountain. And I don't want to fill it up and then dig it out. How silly would that be? So I don't really know exactly how this is going to work out, but we can build up the mountain over here. How do I want this balcony to function? I guess that's the question. Because bringing up this mountain is cool and all, but do I want the mountain to sit right beneath the balcony, or do I want the balcony to be kind of, well, I guess the question is it a patio or is it a balcony? And it can be either. I think I'm going to go balcony. And that can reduce the amount of mountain I need to replace here. So I guess what that means is I need the mountain to continue that way. So the mountain is going to be on top of my generator room as well. So this ground area will continue here, which means I can essentially upgrade this area. In fact, it needs to be upgraded for me to be able to function. So why don't we start upgrading? It's always a risk upgrading, as was demonstrated today, but it needs to happen too. Let's dump off these cooking fires. And my motorcycle. Yep. Okay. Do I have any learning elixirs before I start upgrading this large area? Yes. It is time for more cement. Okay, I really like how all this works. Am I brave enough to upgrade it into cement? Not all of it, but I'm brave enough to do some of it. And this ceiling really does need it. Because I don't like that they can, just break in. Hang on. Yeah, I need to be able to get behind these. So, I don't want to do that row yet. Hang on. No, I think this should be okay. The way it is. Okay. I was just thinking, what if I'm creating the same problem that I just fixed? That this is actually too low. But the thing is, I really do think that this is the end of the base. It doesn't have to. I guess what I'm saying is that the ground is going to end up bowing to my building rather than the other way around. Yeah, I'm comfortable with just upgrading all of this. And I'll keep it square and we'll put the ground up around it. This doesn't need a door? Nope. Okay. Yeah, because this is all foundation. Oh good, I already did that. Good for me. But I haven't done it here. Oh wait, I don't want to do that part yet. I'm going to come back to that. Might be okay to have a window on this wall too. Or maybe like a garage door or something. So I'm not going to upgrade that wall yet. But this floor can be upgraded. And maybe some of the ceiling too. At least I hope so. You know, there is always the potential that I'll realize some mistake later on, just like I did at the beginning of this episode. But we've got to accept the risk. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to move forward. I want to finish out my elixir and Well, I'm pretty certain about these stairs too. Yeah. My only main issue, of course, is that I'm going to fall right off that thing every time I come up this ladder. So I'm at least going to give myself a little pad here. This will eventually be something, but since I have nothing there yet, I'm just going to put that there so that I can come up and be like, okay, rather than falling off the cliff. That's my big concern there. I do like this, but I'd also be happy with closing it. I could put storage there, maybe even water storage. That would make a lot of sense. How do I have room for that? Yeah, totally. Could easily be water storage. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this area. And I like the ramp there, and we can just remove the ramp if I need to at some point. It's not usual that I upgrade the ceiling before the walls. This wall is okay to be closed because it's just the generator room on the other side. So this area is going to just have a bunch of generators all along the wall. It's probably going to be pretty much no need for windows, and this one also has no need for windows. So I think it would be safe to upgrade this whole room, even though it kind of concerns me to upgrade this wall. And that means I can upgrade this area too. The only thing is, if I suspect that I might want an exit here, yeah, I probably do. So maybe I won't upgrade that area, but I can upgrade the rest of this. The only thing is if I would want a window on the staircase. But I think this kind of blocks that from happening and being aesthetic. So that's the best I could do. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Actually, it is kind of okay. And so then when I come down here, I've got this window and then this window. Yeah. Okay, I may or may not keep it, but I just won't upgrade that area either. But I think that means I'm safe to upgrade this area. Because because I don't see me doing anything here. Except here. You know, I might make a door. Or something. And so there's that possibility. That actually would make a lot of sense to put a door there. So I will. It probably will not be an arch, just because the ceiling is so low. I could have done an arch if I hadn't brought the ceiling down, but I still think it was important to bring the ceiling down. And as far as this wall, I need a window here. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, I really like it. I could do a double door there. If I wanted to. But maybe I don't. I don't know why, but I just felt like that needed to be just a little bit bigger. Yeah, I still feel that way. It's just, it was perfect because this was a space of 7, which means I had a strong center. And that might be nice to keep. Well, then that's a space of 5, so that gives me a center anyway. But now that window could be perfect or could be a little large. Kind of gives you the option to look out the window from here. And I think I like that. So this area is a space of 4, and then this one is a space of 6. Which means it would make a lot of sense to have a double door here, because that would make a nice middle here. So maybe we'll do a garage door, and that might be the best way to handle it. Put a garage door here, and that would be a space of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our center would be there. This would be a space of 3, and our center would be there. And this one is a space of 5. So my center is there. So that'll make it really easy when I go for decorating. Yeah. I think I kind of like that. I want to put windows here, obviously, but we're not going to have the outside here. It's going to be another room. And it doesn't make any sense to put windows in your house like that. At least not into a generator room. Here, just come on down, lady. Don't break anything. If they're ever on fire, guys, they're not dead. Hey, level 90. Did I want to finish this off? Yeah. I'm about done with my fortitude for now. I might put another one into the machine gunner. All right, let's upgrade. I just keep looking at it anxiously, but I think it's time. Oh good, I already did all that. I won't be putting a door here. Oh, I'm out of cobblestone, that's a bummer. Because right behind it is our forge area, I think. Kind of running out of wood too. I don't have any more of that, do I? No luck. You know, it's kind of occurring to me while I'm upgrading this wall that what may be kind of fun is to put a little river underneath the floor, and we could have bars, and it would be a very small, kind of like a stream, but it might be aesthetically pleasing with all of these dew collectors down here. And it would kind of suggest that maybe the water runs down into like a gutter. And we don't have to build a sewer or anything. We could just suggest that there is one. And that might be just as good. But the reason I'm not testing it out right now is because I want to finish this learning elixir. I don't want to waste it while I try and figure out if that's going to be a good idea or not. I think that's the right size. Now all of a sudden I'm questioning if that's the right size for one of those doors. I'll at least take it up to here. Yeah, I kind of like that those windows. Yeah, that might be a good spot for that window. For now, I'll just bring it up like this. We're out of wood. Let's get some more. Sorry you had to come all that way, guy. Out of stamina. Oh, we'll wait for a moment. It's a nice moon. I need to make a chainsaw. I think my motor tools is what's keeping me from doing that, right? Let's check. Maybe I should make a little access tunnel here. Hey, a deer. I don't know. If you're just around the corner, I'll kill you. Yeah, okay. Guess if you're just gonna walk up. I need food. Oh, I forgot to replant those trees. Oh no, I was looking for a chainsaw. That deer distracted me. Let's see. Motor tool parts? Oh. Okay. I guess I'll make one of these then. I think I have bicycle hand parts, don't I? Bicycle parts already? Yes. Engine, forged steel. And my legendary parts. Very nice. Yeah, I'm okay with that. How much space do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Gives me space of 2 here to reasonably work with. Maybe I like the stairs even better here than they were before. And I think I do like the ramped ceiling. Wow, why is that going to collapse? That doesn't make any sense. It has a floor underneath it. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. I guess it was fibbing. Yeah, it's not collapsing. And that does seem to fit. Yeah, I think I like it enough to do it. I guess it's going to be kind of tough to get in there. I should do it from above. All right. That's not right. There. Yeah, that's how it should be done. Oh, I have steel on me? Dang! Hopefully I never need to remove that block. So what can I put on this thing? I don't care about either of those. I don't have a fireman's mod or whatever. Okay. This probably does something though. Okay, I guess that's it. Oh, I can't even put that on, huh? Chainsaw has a blade. Well, let's go test it out. I'll get a little bit more. Wow. Got rid of those trees pretty fast. Oh, good. That's a fair amount of wood for now. Let's replant these. I think I'm okay with them just being here. They haven't gotten in my way or anything. But see, where I grow my trees, it kind of means I'm going to be coming here every now and then, which means I might want to make some kind of access tunnel. So at some point, I may actually try and figure out where I want to put my tree garden. I don't really build a tree garden. I guess I could. I never really thought about it before. Usually I just plant the trees near the base. You know, there's not really a need to build a room for it, and it would be giant. Might be kind of fun though. Probably won't do that with this base. Uh-oh. Where did you guys go? Oh, there you are. Whoa, buddy. Come up here. Well, I haven't really finished building here, so don't come up here. I obviously have a higher chance of survival in my base. So I would like them to come up to my base, but I'm kind of at I don't know, a bad spot. So maybe I'll just fight them out here in the wilderness. Can I see those ones from the outside? I might abandon this. Yeah. I just haven't decided yet. We'll keep it where it is. I just won't upgrade it for now so that I can remove it easily. And that does answer my question that I don't actually upgrade this. So let's remove these. I am going to need a ladder somewhere on the outside of the building too. This one will just have to do for now. And I'll just have to figure out this roof another time. So we'll leave it like that for now because I'm going to build up another room here. And so that will make a big difference for the roof. And I don't want to commit to the roof until I have that done. I do kind of like that. I think it's aesthetically pleasing, even if it's not strictly necessary. So that means I can upgrade this floor. Yeah, I don't have any issue with upgrading that floor, I think. And then I can also upgrade the windows as well. Hang on, that's the wrong one. Or is it? I like that. I don't think the windows need to be higher. And let's see if it looks okay from the outside too. I think it looks better than it did before. Except, well, I wish I could move them over a little bit, but I don't think I can, because those windows are basically set where they are from the inside of the room. Because we've got a space of 2, space of 2, space of 2, space of 2, and yeah, that's kind of the best way for me to do it. So yeah, I think I will be comfortable upgrading that next, along with this floor. But this ceiling, because see, I really want to upgrade this so that I can put the ground down, because that's going to make a big difference in the way this looks. So let's do that next. Now that I have wood. Oh, that's right. That's not where I'm putting cans anymore. Okay. So I guess if I have a chainsaw now, I need to lock another. Yeah. And we will bring another learning elixir. Ooh, I'm gonna have to build some kind of railing there. It's gonna be tough to get those blocks. So this is how I'm gonna do it. I don't want to have to dig up this, so let's remove these. I can reach those. So let's try that. Okay. I think I can reach all the other blocks. I think I'm comfortable where this comes out because it's a space of 4. And then here is actually a space of 3. So that naturally gives me a pathway right here. Okay. Which means I also need to upgrade these. This is going to level me up, which is going to be fantastic. That was weird. Why would upgrading a block collapse the area? That's weird. Well, better clean that up. Maybe it's because I hadn't done this wall. I don't know. Really not sure why that collapsed. Good thing I have a chainsaw, though. It didn't damage my collectors, which is nice. I do like this being nice and open, though. Well, let's see. I'm not sure that I want to continue upgrading this area if it's going to collapse on an upgrade. That was so strange. Well, I'll do the walls beneath. Yeah, so I'm right behind the forges here. Hey, I leveled up. I thought maybe because I got distracted by the cave-in that my learning elixir wouldn't get me all the way to a level up. But it looks like it did. I guess if I end up making that a garage door, it'll be trouble that I just upgraded all of that. All right, let's repair this roof real quick. What if I gave it a roof here as well? Maybe connected to that side. That might be kind of neat. I'm just looking at it saying, hey, I mean, seeing as it collapsed, might be worth redesigning it. Hey, let me up there. Fine, I'll get a ladder. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I think that's right. Kind of hard to tell. Oh wait, I can't do it here. I could even put a window in the ceiling here. Kind of mimicking the garden. I could put one here. See, what space is this? This is a space of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. So I could do 4. Let's see, space of 2, 3, 4. I wouldn't be able to put lights there, and the zombies would be able to see me, of course, which is fine. The only time that ever matters is, well, the screamers. They can see me when I'm down here through the window. That's okay. Ooh, I could do multiple windows. That might be kind of fun. So what if I did a space of 1 and a space of 1 here, and I put a window like that, and then space of 5. Wow, I really made that big. All right, it doesn't really fit because I've got this ramp. Which I did like the ramp. But I do kind of like that open space too. It does look kind of neat. It doesn't really fit over here because I need this entire wall to go over one more, so that this is a space of 2, because then it would be 2, 2, 2, 2, and right now it's 2, 2, 2, 1. But I'm not moving this whole wall over. Because, I mean, it's perfect in here. So... So that would make it 4, 5, 4, which might be okay. But I don't know. I'm not really sure that I'm sold on it, because then you want to look up here. And really, I think I want you to look over here. Oh, those are ramps. Yeah, I think it kind of competes. But I might be able to get away with it if I put it at the end of the hall. Nah, I'm just gonna close them all up. Okay, put my bars back. So just out of curiosity, I had it going like this, right? So theoretically, I could put instead of having my bars here, I could put them here. Have to be a center. That looks good. I think I like that better. We're not having the same stability issue that we had before. Hopefully it stays that way. Oh no. Well, let's test it. What if I wanted to swap these out for these? It's hard to tell any difference, really. Maybe I'll do the whole side. Hey. Is that not right? Oh, I've got this one wrong. Well, what if I did it that way? See, because if I do it this way, the water would look like it would come down here, but it could also trickle here and then actually fall here, not in my dew collectors, right? I know they're dew collectors, not rain collectors, but whatever. And this would theoretically drop it right in. So maybe I will keep the straight edge ceiling. I think I'm going to keep the straight edge ceiling. Which is kind of a relief because I was already upgrading it. Well, at least if I ever want to tear down this ceiling, it'll be fairly easy to do. I'm just going to bring it to here because I'm just not sure if I'm going to make changes to this ceiling, to this roof. Looks good here though. All right, I think I'm safe to put my wedges down. I thought I was safe before. Well, okay, no, that's right. Okay. Of course, we're going to paint these later to look like metal, probably. I'm about to run out of cement. And of course, I mean concrete mix. I'm going to do that the entire series, guys. I just call cement and concrete mix the same thing. I understand that they're different, but in my mind, they are synonymous. Let's make some more of these cobblestones too. Looks like I'm gonna need more iron soon too. Hey, doggo. Good to get a dog pack every now and then. Wow, even without a learning elixir, this almost leveled me up. That just tells you how much space I'm upgrading here. I'll probably paint these to look kind of like metal siding or metal roofing. But as cement, they'll be nice and permanent, unless the ceiling collapses again. Do I still hear a dog? Yeah, I do. Where are you, dog? Are you tagging this door? Why do you guys like that spot? I'm gonna have to put a gun there. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna want to put the ground down because I want to see if that's the reason it collapsed. Like maybe it was like, okay, you've got enough weight to do all this, but now that you're trying to put the ground down, I'm going to collapse. And so we're just going to see if that will collapse it. That's what we'll do for now. I think I want to come up to this door. It all seems stable now. Since you are right next to a door, I want you to be flat. Cool. Yeah, now it's starting to look like our base is coming out of the mountain. We'll figure out if we want to do railings here. I'm really happy that this floor got raised and that ceiling got lowered. Well, this was a really cool episode. But that is the end of it for today. Thank you so much for joining me on this 7 Days to Die adventure. I've been having a lot of fun. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that I can see you guys in the next episode and, well, throughout the series. And I will see you later. Bye.